There is a 16th century Japanese tea bowl sitting in a museum in Kyoto. It is cracked, chipped, visibly broken and repaired, and it is considered one of the most beautiful objects ever made. Not despite its damage. Because of it, the Japanese have a name for this. They call it Wabi-Sabi, and it might be the most important idea you've never been taught. We live in a world that is violently allergic to imperfection. Filters exist to erase our faces. Editing tools exist to fix our words. Entire industries exist to convince us that what we naturally are is not enough. We delay starting things because we can't start them perfectly. We abandon projects because they don't look the way we imagined. We look at our own lives and feel a quiet, persistent shame because somewhere, someone else seems to be doing it better. Perfectionism isn't ambition. Psychologists are increasingly clear on this. It is anxiety wearing ambition's clothes, and it is making us miserable in a way that is entirely modern, entirely constructed, and entirely unnecessary. Wabi-Sabi is not a design trend. It is not a Pinterest aesthetic. It is a worldview rooted in Zen Buddhism that finds beauty specifically in things that are impermanent, incomplete, and imperfect. Wabi originally meant the loneliness of living in nature, away from society. Over time, it evolved to mean a kind of simple, humble beauty. The beauty of a handmade cup over a factory-perfect one. The beauty of a quiet room over a decorated one. Sabi means the beauty that comes with age and wear, the patina on old brass, the fading of a once bright color, the way a weathered face carries more character than a smooth one. Together, Wabi-Sabi is the art of finding beauty in the broken, the worn, the unfinished, and the ordinary. It doesn't ask you to lower your standards. It asks you to question where your standards came from. The tea bowl from Kyoto was repaired using a technique called Kintsugi, which translates literally as golden joinery. When a ceramic object breaks, rather than throwing it away or hiding the repair, Kintsugi artists fill the cracks with gold. The philosophy behind it is direct. The breakage is part of the object's history. It should not be hidden. It should be illuminated. A Kintsugi bowl is worth more after it breaks than before. Sit with that for a moment. The Japanese are literally saying, your damage is where your gold is. Here is what perfectionism costs you that nobody talks about. It costs you your presence. The perfectionist is never fully in the moment because the moment is never quite right yet. The project isn't ready. The body isn't ready. The life isn't ready. There is always a future version of themselves in a future version of their life who has finally arrived. Wabi-Sabi says that person will never come, and that is not a tragedy. That is the invitation. The unfinished painting is beautiful now. The stumbling conversation was real connection. The imperfect decision, made with what you knew, was courage. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is finished. And in that, say the Japanese, everything is exactly as it should be. The cherry blossom is Japan's most celebrated flower. It blooms for 1 week, then it falls. The Japanese do not mourn this. They travel hundreds of miles specifically to witness it. They call it hanami, flower viewing. And part of what makes it beautiful is precisely that it will not last. Your life is the cherry blossom. The cracks are the gold. And the only thing standing between you and that understanding is the belief that things were supposed to be different. They weren't.